Hello, welcome to the stream. Thought I'd play some music this time. It's pretty chill. How are we doing? How's your evening? How is everybody? I don't know how it's for you, that's excruciatingly loud in my headphones, so I need to turn that down. Stop that, stop it. Hey, there we go. Hey, nice. How exactly are you sabotaging Red Bull? I can't give away my trade secrets. All I can say is I'm keeping this title fight interesting for you guys. Bit of gravel on the brake ducts never hurt anyone. Well, apart from the brakes. But, we don't need to talk about that. Good evening. Hello. You're very good. Absolutely spiffing. It's good to hear. Building 40k models, very nice. Well, hopefully the calming sounds of a well-managed Formula 1 team can keep you company. Have your thoughts changed on Somalian pirates? I think I explained myself very succinctly and very clearly last time. Really, one has to understand it's a complex situation out there in East Africa. You know, one doesn't grow up dreaming of becoming a pirate of the high seas, but just certain events in one's life really propel one into such a strategy, and so it's difficult. Really thought the song would go to the next song then, but it didn't. So that's cool. That's fun. Hello. I need to get some. I just realised I need to get some lights. There's also a dressmaking model behind me. Just normal stuff to have in your office. It's how I make my dresses. It's how I design high quality merchandise, like the Mr. V's badge shirt you can see here, and it's even the right way around in the camera. It's not flipped. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna grab some lights out the cupboard. Is that a fucking beer? Wait, what the hell? Genuinely, this is not a setup. It's just a random red stripe sat on my girlfriend's desk. What the fuck has she been up to? Well, anyway, I want to. If we somehow manage to get the Synodium today around the streets of Silverstone. In a shoe? Let me get some lights real quick. How's it going, guys? Just some little portable tube lights, professional streamer. Oh, the blue one. Wow. Look at that. Tres blue. There. Oh shit! Oh fuck! It's all fine. It's all fine. There we go. Okay. Hello. I think it's time for some F1 Manager there or thereabouts. Hope everyone's weekend is going well. I've had a few days off, so I had a friend staying with us. I haven't turned the sofa back into a sofa yet. It's still in bed mode. back to work today, working on the next video. It's been excellent stuff. Watching some qualifying. I'm assuming everyone's been watching the Italian Grand Prix, seeing the news of a new Mercedes driver announced for 2025. Quite big news, that one, to be fair. Quite big news. There's a lot happened this weekend in Formula 1, and it's only Saturday. Qualifying is good as well. I don't know if anyone saw it. It's been nice. It's been a nice return to work. My tedious 9 to 5 that is watching Formula 1. What a hard life I have. Let's play some F1 Manager. Why not? I've lost the chat. There we go. Hello from the USA. What's up with my... What do you mean, what's up with my voice? My voice always sounds like this. Wait, does it sound different? I always sound, you know, a kind of croaky, overly theatrical. It's just my voice, my guy. It's just my voice. The streets of Silverstone. Well, it's a straight line made out of tarmac. Is that not a street? Is that not a street? What do you think a street is? Yeah, you can't. It's not open for public vehicles, but it's a street nonetheless. We have the Monster Ultra going. It's one of the weird ones with like the twist cap, so I don't know if it makes the sound anymore. Let's see. How the fuck? Oh no. Oh goodness. Oh wait. Oh, that's deeply unsatisfying. It's just kind of like, Still tastes good though. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was in Zandvoort last weekend. Did we know that we were watching Logan's last ever Formula 1 race? Sad time. Yeah, it's a very sad time. I think it's certainly harsh what's happened to Logan. I'm not going to use the word fair because, you know, nothing in Formula 1 is fair. No one ever said Formula 1 was fair. It's certainly very harsh what's happened to Logan. It's a little odd because it's not like they were dropping him to bring in... It's not like they were dropping him to bring in Sainz early, you know, like an established, really good driver who you know can do good results. They're dropping Logan for another effectively untested resource that might be the same. Yeah. So yeah, the American boy back on the flight to Florida. He's gone. He's been Oladeli'd. He's out of here. I thought you'd have the LH44 monster. I didn't actually buy this. My girlfriend bought it. They did have some. I was in the shop just now getting a frozen pizza, and they did have some, and I was tempted because it tastes amazing. But if I buy too much monster, I will just be feeding my addiction, and that's allegedly bad for my... apparently drinking that much caffeine is bad for your heart, so I shouldn't do that. Lando should win in Monza. He should. Doesn't mean he will, but he should. I mean, equal chance that Piastri wins it. Whoever's leading down into turn 1 is going to make a big difference. And Norris is famously good at that, so... Let's see. But yeah, it's Lando's to lose. Let's put it that way. I think there's a good chance that... Where's the game? There's the game. Hello. I think it could be 50-50 between the two McLaren drivers. I think on race pace they'll be very similar. Obviously, they're just like dragging each other along. I think there's a good chance that Russell will come through, or the two Ferraris will fucking burn down the McLaren garage to make sure they get a win in Monza. It's the kind of thing Ferrari would do. Who said shake up the monster next time? Why would I do that? I live here. Like, Yeah, okay, it would be a laugh for you guys for 5 seconds. Then I just have a sticky desk that I have to clean up. Why? What possible reason could I have for doing that? Frank almost lost at Q1. That was cool, to be fair. It was a good save. Like, people have definitely binned it in the exact same place in Monza. You put one wheel on the gravel, suddenly you're going backwards and towards that wall. So, good save by him. Science as well, did it in the exact same place. Sketchy, sketchy. Those walls are close in Monza. They come at you fast. So, yeah. Someone says, isn't consuming caffeine bad for hair growth? We're well past that point, but thank you so much for pointing that out. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Have you thought about a blood transfusion monster every day? Favorite F1 track all time? No details, just the track. I suppose I want to say Valencia. I really enjoyed Valencia. I have very fond memories of watching that as like a teenager. I want to say Valencia. I've always liked the Spanish tracks. I like Barcelona as well. I like it as a track, not necessarily for a Formula 1 race, but I like it as a track. That's a decent place to go to. I like the city of Barcelona. I lived there. That was cool. Indy Oval. It counts. It certainly counts, yeah. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, whatever the official title is. You know, I like Nürburgring GP. I do like a bit of Silverstone. Also Donington International, Donington Grand Prix layout. Beautiful track, really cool track. Hell yeah. Thoughts on bringing back Avis? Send the F1 cars up and down the Autobahn. It would basically just be the same as Monza. It wouldn't be very different, to be fair. Did you actually say Valencia? Yes, I did, and I will die on this hill. That was a fun track. There were fun races there. European Grand Prix 2012, the last one. Hamilton and I think Maldonado, like fighting. It was fun, okay? Valencia was fun. Good memories in Valencia. I don't have to elaborate. I keep saying this, guys. This is not a democracy. My opinion goes that I'm the one in the camera. It's Valencia, best track of all time. At me. Hello, Mr. Vroom. Only 4.2 subs to Egg Shui. Also, who's winning tomorrow? Yes, I'm actually terrified of the Egg Shui. It's coming quite quickly because the last video has been doing well, so that's scary. Who's going to win tomorrow? I mean, Oscar. There we go. Petition to have a British Grand Prix at Milton Keynes. I mean, it's only... Silverstone is very close to Milton Keynes. Like, a bit too close. Kind of taints it a bit. It's only 20, 30 minutes away, so it basically is a Milton Keynes Grand Prix. So, that kind of takes some of the glamour away, doesn't it? That's why I can't put it top one all time. Anyway, enough bullshit. We are back. F1 Manager 24. Last time out in Österreich, we did okay. I thought we would do better, but we did okay. Let's take a little look back in June. I can't remember the exact results. We did 6th with Yuki, which is not bad, and Teo did 10th. Considering we screwed him on strategy, I think that's a good result for him. It's a good result for him. We extend our lead over Mercedes in the Constructors. Now a solid 13 points clear. Yuki also extends his lead over Lewis in the Drivers. He is like easy 7th place now. Look at that. 3 points in it. We're only going to keep building that difference. I don't think the McLaren guys are catchable. We shall see. We shall see. We have got only 5 days until Silverstone, but I think there's some stuff we need to do. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. June in Formula 1. Mercedes upgrade their headquarters. Don't care about that. I think we need to build and design some parts. I think we're running out of parts. Because we only have one good underfloor. And we're running low on some other stuff as well, which is bad. So let's actually manufacture some bits. We're making new floors. We're making new suspension. We're designing new floors and new front wings. What else do we need? A chassis. We could do it in a rear wing in case someone hits a wall. Let's do a rear wing in case someone spins and hits a wall backwards. I'm gonna look like an absolute genius if we need this rear wing now. 800k, chump change, mate. Chump change for Mr. versus Garage. I can't build anymore, so there we go. Have another email. Monthly affiliates. Wow. Arnie Knudsen. Great. Just wonderful stuff. I don't have my scout staff back either, do I? No. No. Okay. Hire Logan Sargent. It's gonna be a no from me, dog. It's gonna be a no. I mean, in the game, he's still employed by Williams. He's got a solid contract. So yeah. Isn't Silverstone older than MK? Yes. Yes, it is. Which is crazy. Well, the town of Milton Keynes, basically, nowadays, it is a grid system hellhole. But it used to be. It used to be a collection of smaller villages that they then joined together with like an American grid system. So those villages are much older. But the actual entity that is Milton, the entity from hell that is Milton Keynes is from the end of the 50s. Definitely older than Silverstone. One-off livery for the home GP. Who said it's our home GP? Mr. versus Garage, I think you'll find, is based out of where are we based out of? Oh. We're homeless. Okay, yeah, but it is the Mr. versus Garage Home Grand Prix, let's be real. So yes, we can make the pink red. We can do a one-off livery. We'll get the design juices going. We'll get it going. That's why we should rename Silverstone to MK to make it new and hip. That's a bannable offense, making suggestions like that. That's how you get banned from the chat, so you better be careful. That is a disgusting thing to suggest. Is this going into the morning? No. One race today, just a single race today. I need to get some sleep as well. I've not been sleeping well. I may fall asleep and/or die on stream. Hopefully I'll make it entertaining for you though, so it'll be fine. Cool pattern of pink and blue. Monster Ultra special livery. That's the kind of suggestion I like. Yes. Okay, let's get designing. We know where this is going. Someone was saying about, can we get new sponsors? That's a good question. I would like to know that. I'm just going to first do my pit crew training plan. I feel like we are the worst at car release, but also car building would be good, because then if we can get our new setups in faster, we can test more setups. So I'm going to go for, oh god, car building. With an added emphasis on how are we getting worse? Okay, with an added emphasis on release, because we're getting bad at release. I think. Very snazzy. Looking good. Aren't you funded by the Yakuza? What possibly could have suggested that to you in the previous streams? When has there been any mention of any involvement with like illegal Japanese crime families? That's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. We're not funded by the Yakuza. Don't say that anymore. Okay, so let's rebrand this car. Special car livery. Special car livery. Oh, it changes the sponsors back to absolute bullshit. I feel like Monster is kind of like it's like a tribal pattern, right? It's got like the bits. So we need like a weird pattern. Honestly, the camo could do it. Or like this. This one is very like monsterish. That one. That one. Wait. No, that's disgusting. Oh, no. That one. Then, primary color, we're going matte white. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Beautiful. This one, we're going like a metallic white. I'm going to get ever so slightly pink. Ever so slightly pink. Just get those highlights in. Get the lightness up. Oh, ooh, ah, oh, beautiful. I want to have just a hint of our colors. Oh, wow. Oh, yes. Oh, goodness. Oh, you can see the hint of the green. Oh. Like that? No, it's not green, it's blue. I know what my colors are, shut up. Like this. Let me sort the sponsors out. I don't know why they've all been changed. Raka goes there. Abaus goes there. Henrik is... I actually don't know where it is. Oh, it's there. Cool. Very nice. Can't change our team one. Guys, to make this look sexy, it's going to be on screen for like the next couple hours, so it's got to look good. It's got to look good. Oh, yeah. Oh, ooh. Oh. That's a Haas. Wait, you've ruined my fun. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Haas has never made something this sick. You've never seen turquoise on a Haas. They don't even know what that is. Haas could never produce art of this quality. All right? I'm having none of it. None of your slander in chat, guys. Haas will wish their car was this beautiful. They wish. Get the Abaus up. We do love our Abaus around here. Big Abaus fans. I use Abaus products daily. I'm a big fan of the Abaus. The Abaus #1 home special. It's my favorite. It's my favorite Abaus product. I use it daily. Guys, obviously, link in the description. 50% off from all Abaus products. Code Mr. Versus. Oh, where is that? Oh, yes. Oh. Your livery looks like a cloud. I'll take that. We're going to be high in the skies, up at the top of that timing tower, in the podium positions. Potentially. Silverstone is one of those racetracks where, you know, like, strange things can happen. We are a good car on high-speed tracks, and I'm not just saying this, this is genuinely the case. medium speed corners. So, Silverstone having lots of those could be a track that suits the Mr. vs. Garage car, whatever it's called. Guys, I think we kind of cooked. I think actually we need to change these two colors around. I think this color and this color needs to be swapped. Let's save those. So this one actually needs to be this one, but in like metallic. Yeah, but then this one needs to go to this one, but in matte. Yes, yes. Also metallic? No, no, much worse. Gloss. Gloss? Yeah. It kind of looks like someone's just thrown Tipex at the car. Not against it. If it works, you know? The important thing about art, guys, is sometimes you don't want to think too hard, you know? Sometimes you overthink it and you end up making it worse. Oftentimes, particularly when I'm doing anything, perfection comes very quickly, very easily to me. Almost everything I touch turns to gold. And we all know the story of King Midas, famous tale. He became very rich and lives a life as a happy man. And that's really how I live my life. Everything I touch is amazing. And so it's all good. Didn't actually put the livery on the car though, so that's cool. Can I actually use this? Yes. 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 I am going to leave the race suits mainly because I can't be bothered. It's a lot of changing colors. I'll click the ones on the menu. How about that? Oh, we'll go for the Marlboro suits. No, I want these ones actually. That color. That color. Oh. And then just black. Hell yeah, it's a Monster Ultra car. Done. It's put the Racker in color, but you know, they've paid for it, so they can have what they want. Let's get to this race. The helmets stay the same. Let's get to this race. Baby Monster Ultra. It looks hilarious with neon colors. Why are we running a silver Mercedes today? It's a Monster Ultra special livery, okay? I have an addiction and it needs to be fed. So that's what we're doing. It's our home race in Silverstone. We got new sponsors on board. They're not on the car, but just in spirit. Sponsors in spirit. They haven't paid us any money, and they don't know they're sponsoring the car, but they're sponsoring the car now. Let's head to the British Grand Prix. We've made some stuff, so that's nice. Let's go. Ooh, British Grand Prix. This is a power circuit which favors high-speed performance. Our car is okay at that. Hell yeah. But could be better. We're predicting the best strategy for the circuit will be a two-stop. Almost certainly not true. Historically, the safety car chance is about 75%, and the average pit lane time loss in standard conditions is 21 seconds. Weather forecast, partly cloudy, clear. A dry race, typically better for us. We take those. Yes, Yuki's obviously going to get 10th, obviously. Done. Oh! God, I've just seen the super chat. I'm going to wait for it to pop up. I think I've got text-to-speech working. So I'm just going to wait for it to come through Streamlabs. We shall see, but I do see it.
It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And at the season halfway point,
Good
time is
evening.
starting to run out for
Please,
teams to
can
push
you
ahead.
explain how the mandatory return of tyres during the practice and quali works?
Oh, could you hear that, guys? Can I just check? Is it loud enough? So, mandatory return of tires. If you're asking like how they choose which tires, I think you you have some sets that are not allowed to be taken to race day, is my understanding. So you have your all these sets for the weekend, which is not that many. It's like 13 or 14. It's quiet, a bit louder. Okay, I'll turn it up. You have all your sets for the weekend. Some of those sets, as far as I know, and this could be entirely wrong because it's just off the top of my head, some of those sets cannot be used for the race. So basically, they're just for practice days, and they have to be returned. Some at the end of Friday, and some at the end of Saturday. If you're asking logistically, how do they return them? Like, Pirelli has their own trucks, and so, like, you just give them to Pirelli in the paddock, and Pirelli load them up in the truck and then take them away. I shall turn up the volume. Haha. Volume 100. Nice. Turn up in here as well, because I can. It might now be too loud. We're gonna find out the fun way. Well, I can do a test one, I think. I don't know if this is gonna show up for you guys. Let's see. Boof.
This is a super chat message.
How's that? Who decides the tire compounds? It's a collaboration between Pirelli and the FIA. The teams, I'm assuming they ask them. I'm assuming they invite them to the meeting. The teams don't get to decide, though. Obviously, the tires are the same for everyone, so that is fair. I know for everyone's not fair, but it's fair in that regard. It's decided, like, way at the start of the year. Like, before the season even starts, every single race is decided. They do have the right to change the mid-season if they think they've made a massive error, but basically it's locked in because Pirelli have to obviously, like, make those tires. So they have a big meeting, or a series of big meetings right at the start of the year, and they just say, like, this race is 1, 2, 3, this race is 3, 4, 5. It's always, like, 3 together. They could, in theory, do, like, 1, 3, 5, but they just don't. Which is a shame, because I think that would be cool to have, like, more of a difference between softs and mediums, but that also completely throws off strategy as well, so I understand it. Lots of echo. Yeah, it has echo because it's playing it twice. That's why. I have Streamlabs, like, Studio open up as well. I'm just gonna wham that volume the whole way to the top, and then we can deal with the consequences later. How's that? Boof. 100. Done. Simon, I see the other super chat. By the way, thank you for both the super chats. Czech crowns 50. I don't actually know how much money that is, but thank you nonetheless. Mainly in the game, I can't see which will be returned, and it frustrates me. Oh, in the game. Interesting. I've got no idea, mate. I don't know how this game works. Let's take a look. Let's also just check we've got the right parts on our car, because we had to take some good ones off. Good rear wing. Good side pods, good underfloor. Aha! We have the worst suspension. Nice. There we go. That's loud.
Mainly in the game, I can't see which will be returned, and it frustrates me, _MRV egg.
MRV egg. Let's take a look when we're in session, see if we can figure it out. Hell yeah. Do I give him the crappy engine? I think maybe no, not on 12%. I don't want it to explode and him to crash. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. You guys saying crank it up. Crank up the volume. I feel like that was louder. Anyway. I miss the days of super hards. I miss the days of super softs. Stick on some purples, banging, and obviously, basically, that's what is C1 now. They just call them softs. I understand why they've done it. You know, make it simple for for any level of fan, it's like always red is fast. Because you get to some tracks and it's like red is the slowest one, and it's like, oh. You know, if you weren't paying attention, if you turn on the race halfway through, that can be confusing. But yeah. It's still very quiet. I think maybe I would have to restart Streamlabs, but obviously that will cause the stream to end. So, you know. Wait, let me do this. And then I'll go back, and then I might reset like the alert box. We'll see. We'll see. I'll still read them out anyway. But yes. I'll turn the game up as well. How about that? 69. There we go. So as I was saying, we got some compounds that that are only for the race, but also some of these will be not allowed to go into the race. That's Q3 tires. These are race tires. It doesn't tell us. It doesn't tell us which ones are the return tires. There will be some. It's going to be something like, you know, a couple sets of the softs, one set of the mediums, that kind of thing. So we'll take a look after like P1, and we'll take a look on Saturday, because some of them in real life get returned on Friday evening. We'll take a look. It's the 3 most used ones, 2 most used ones. Okay, I do think in real life they're like predetermined, like one of each compound. That might not be true. That might not be true. Maybe it is just like 2, and the teams get to choose which 2 go back. As far as I know, your 2 most worn get returned to Pirelli. If you don't have 2 used dry sets, then they automatically take a set of softs. That kind of makes sense. That's kind of how it goes in real life. Okay. But that's cool as well, like, just take the used ones. Like, I don't want them anymore, so Pirelli can have them. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. Let us... I'm just going to put these up to make sure they actually get enough runs in to test out these setups. I could try and alter the setup now. We know, of course, they're going to want decent speed on the straights here. And good cornering. I'm going to take a gamble. I'm going to take a gamble, guys. Sort of low wing angle. I'm going to do this and just see what happens. Maybe Yuki will say he hates it. I'm going to leave Teo's car alone, though. Let's go to British Grand Prix. Thoughts on Antonelli not going to Sauber? I didn't think he ever would go to Sauber. There's no connection between Mercedes and Sauber, if that makes sense. I can see why Mercedes put him in Mercedes. I think Mercedes should have taken Sainz, like just for a year contract, and then, you know, maybe a space would open up at Red Bull or something. But, you know, invest in them early, he might be the next Lewis Hamilton. It might be a title fight between Russell and Antonelli next year. That would actually be sick, the storyline. We shall see. How do you think Colapinto will do this season? I mean, Colapinto's had a very impressive junior career. I don't know all that much about him. I've obviously seen a couple F2 races when he was doing it right. I know he had a decent run in the categories before that. I don't know that much, but clearly, if Williams think he's an upgrade to Sargent, they will have the data. That swap is not a gamble. There would be no point for that swap to be a gamble, unless Sargent was somehow like, maybe if his like sponsors fell through and he was bringing in 0 sponsorship money. But other than that, like, you wouldn't make the swap to an F2 driver if it was a gamble. They would have data from private test sessions and simulator sessions. So yeah, I think he will do fine. I think he'll do fine. Thankfully, he's coming into a time when Williams are kind of like moving up. They're looking decent. Albon obviously qualified P9 today. Colapinto's down in P18, but the Williams is very fast in a straight line, so could make up some places. I think he will do fine. The main thing he has to do is just put in some like decent times, you know, be within 0.3 of Albon, 0.25. How are tire temps? I don't care how tire temps are. You shut up. Just drive the car around. He has to be within like, you know, a quarter of a second of Albon, and he has to not crash it too much. Obviously, Sargent was crashing a lot, which costs a lot of money. The way to crash less is not to put a rookie in the car, because rookies crash cars. That's just a fact of life. He has to crash not too much. They will have like put in a certain amount of risk there, like factored in for a certain amount of risk. I don't know, honestly. I haven't watched like his junior career up from Formula Regional and all this stuff. I think he's one of those stories though where he's one of those drivers that doesn't come from loads of money. He's been like struggling to raise money to get into seats. Normally that means they're a bit better, because if someone's had an easy ride with loads of cash buying them seats, they don't need to be amazing. If someone's like scrimping and saving, but then teams are still willing to take them on anyway, that means they're normally pretty quick. And who's his teammate in Formula 2 this year? Is it MP? Like Hauger? He's beating Hauger, right? It's like 5th in the Formula 2 standings in his rookie year. Yeah, that's the thing. If he's a Formula 2 rookie, maybe he's not, but he's ahead of Antonelli and Behrman, right? So, can't be that bad. I want to see Williams contending for the Constructors' Champion again, just like McLaren. Well, I'll come back in 30 to 40 years' time, and maybe. Who's calling my livery a Haas livery? Colapinto has to drive solid races. He's not going to get an F1 seat. So he's going to try to... Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, obviously, Williams is not taking him in 2025 because they already have 2 drivers for 2025. The whole point is not to put him directly into Formula 1. But he's Williams Academy. The point is to increase his stock. So then if they sign him into an IndyCar team or a Formula E team or a WEC team or another Formula 1 team for 2026, they can get more money out of that deal. This is an investment by Williams to try and get a couple mil in a couple years' time. It could be good business if he's quick. Who knows? 40 is a bit optimistic to see Williams back in. Yeah, okay. Come back for the 2100 Constructors' Championship, where we have Fernando Alonso the 4th as a reigning world champion. Maybe then Williams will be like getting some podiums, potentially. But, you know, they need time. They need time. I forgot to... I just wasted like 10 minutes. I have put the braking stability on optimal. I'm a genius, guys. I'm a genius. Okay, everything else is bad though, so we need to fix that. It's good feedback though. Okay, straights. We need to get there. That there. Then this one moves that a lot, so we do like... Shit, no, not that. What are the straights about though? That's looking promising. Okay, Yuki can go on that. Why is it blocked? Oh yeah. Why is he out on soft tires? What are you doing, Yuki? Use some mediums. Soft tires. Right, put that on the car. Pourchaire, what do you want? Bad. I think Pourchaire is unhappy with the setup. Let's try something similar. Let's go with that. Tires, mediums, run plan, 17, sure thing. Yeah, we need to get faster at rebuilding these cars. Like, our pit crew needs to work on this because it takes us like a solid 20 minutes to get anything in the car. I can't believe that I wasted like 10 minutes of practice by talking. It is one of my key skills in life, is just verbal spew. Showering words and, frankly, meaningless sentences. I don't know why I didn't start a podcast sooner, honestly. That's why I love the stream. Cozy chit chat interspersed with, I forgot. Professional yapper. Yeah, why? I get paid to do it, so why not? Why not? I want to know from you guys, though. From like a general fan perspective, I'm just going to put a poll while we send these guys out. I'm going to have them going around. Let's get that sexy Yuki cam. Yes, I'm going to put a poll. I want to know who you think is going to be the most impressive in 2025. Not finish the highest, because obviously that's car dependent, but most impressive rookie. Most impressive. This is not most impressive currently, it's like who will be the most impressive. Because I'm genuinely curious like what people think. Who the hell do we have? Doing the bear. Antonelli. Are we? Do you think we're going to get another rookie? I'll go with these three. These three are the confirmed ones. Start the poll. Like, who is actually going to come and just have good reviews? How confident are you in that Nui is going to Aston? Also, why did Jeremy Clarkson have inside intel about it? Well, okay, so firstly, Jeremy Clarkson is obviously a very well-connected person. He's been at the top of automotive media for decades. Like, he knows people, so obviously he's gonna like hear stuff. He's a well-meshed man in the world. I think it makes sense. That team's got money to burn. You know, top 3 staff don't count towards budget cap. Obviously, Adrian Newey is likely going to be top 3 staff. Hello. But yeah, you need a team who can afford, like, probably for someone like him, 10 to 20 mil, maybe, because the publicity he brings as well. $23. It's a lucky number. Bop. 23, I said, is a lucky number. But no, I don't know. I don't know what the hell motivates Adrian Newey. Maybe he wants to live near Silverstone. Maybe he wants to live in northern Italy. Maybe, for some fucking bizarre reason, he wants to work for Renault. I wouldn't imagine that's true. I wouldn't advise it. It's not a good idea. But you never know. I have no idea where he's going, to be honest. Mrs. Vroom. Forgot her beer. Girlfriend reveal. You can literally look on my personal Instagram and see pictures of her. Dame time, I'll wait for that text to speech come through, but I see the super chat. Thank you for the €5. That's loud.
Can you put the Citroen 14.7 litres inline 4 quad turbo diesel oil, and can you also put the Citroen sponsor in the front and sides? Hell yay, fried shrimp, fried shrimp, fried shrimp, Fried shrimp. Fried shrimp.
Text-to-speech was a mistake.
Fried shrimp.
What the heck? What do you mean? What do you mean, can I put the Citroen 14.7 litre sponsor? What? I'll do it if you elaborate. You've got very small ears. How the hell? You guys concern me at times. Nui to Mr. versus Garage. Mate, if he was in the game, I would sign him. Like, the game would obviously have some, like, stupid thing built in where he, like, immediately makes your team a second a lap quicker or something. Just for the memes. I'm gonna end this poll. 48% of people say Ollie Behrman most oppressive, then doing then Antonelli last. 23%. I think that's pretty crazy, honestly. Almost half of you think Ollie Behrman, the person who is lowest in the Formula 2 driver standings, is going to do the best. I know he won the sprint today. But, you know, that's a sprint race. And that's because he qualified, like, P8 for the feature race. I personally, not all that convinced by Behrman hype at the moment. I put him number 3 out of those 3. I do think Doohan has really strong races. I think he has lots of very quiet races. Antonelli is kind of the same, has like very high peaks. He's coming in with the lowest expectations, so has the biggest room to impress. Ah. Interesting. Dame Time, you say, put a Citroen sponsor, that's it. Even if the Citroen sponsor is a pixel small. Like, on the car in the game, or on the stream? Because you can't, sadly, you can't put custom sponsors on the cars. Wait. Can you put custom stuff on the car? Am I being stupid? But also, we'll have to do it after the race, but remind me at the end of the race. Knew he wouldn't enjoy working for Andretti. I mean, you never know. I would enjoy working for anyone who pays me £15 million a year. Bro, I will do literally any job for the kind of money Adrian Newey is going to get paid. Like, there is silly money at the top of F1. The average person in F1 gets a pretty crap salary, not going to lie. Like, worse than just being an engineer at another company for the number of hours you have to work. Adrian Newey, on the other hand, silly fuck you money, basically. So, I think he would be ecstatic in any job. You can mod in sponsors. Interesting. You say you'll take it on the stream as a second option. Very nice. The V stands for Vatican Grand Prix. Mr. Vatican. They call me the Pope. Honestly, if you could change what your car looks like a Pope-mobile car with the glass cabinet, would be banging. It would look like the one like The Simpsons, but hell yeah. Mr. V the sellout. Anything for rent money. And yeah, no, I'm not ashamed to say that. I will do anything for like £15 million. I would happily murder someone for that kind of money. Easy. Do you realize how much money that is? Okay, maybe not murder. Okay, let's not go on record. Let's not go on record in a video saying that, because that's going to cause me legal issues. I would do anything which is considered legal in the territory I'm currently in for that kind of money. That is stupid money. Like, that's retirement money after, like, 2 months on the job. Stop going 16 times. Alright, let's see what he says. He actually really likes it. You gave feedback on that. You gave 5 out of 5 feedback on that, Sonoda. What the hell are you saying? Anyway, he really likes it. We can get cornering back in the zone, but... Like that? I think, honestly, that might be, like, nailed on, guys. Like that. Like that. That's a setup. No, straights is worse. How did I do that? No, because now I have my traction bad. How have I done this? Hello?
Hi, I'm probably heading off now, so
Okay.
I'll see you later.
See you later.
You're not drinking my red stripe. You're not doing a shoey with my red stripe. Not allowing that. No.
We'll see if that's true. I'm gonna revert the setup. No, not because I need to, Oh, bollocks. How did I get the traction out of the zone? Guys, I might be stupid. I know that's a shocking revelation for some of you. I may actually be quite dumb. That's a setup. That's a good setup. That's a good setup. Just, yeah, do that. Oh, the oversteer, though. Might is an understatement. Oh! Lameep is back. 5 gift subs. Thank you, Lameep. Thank you once and always. Again, should I say, for supporting the channel. 5 new people getting membership to the garage. Crazy scenes as always. MVP behavior. Thank you, Lameep. Try out your new emotes, everyone. Go crazy with it. See what's good in the chat. Ooh. I'm just gonna sit here and struggle with the setup minigame for a sec. You enjoy the bong sound. Okay, they're all in. They're all in, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take it. Session's about to end before we can get that done. But that's okay. That's okay. Lameep sponsorship on the card be fire. I mean, honestly, we should. Like, Lameep is literally single-handedly keeping my channel members list very long. Well, Lameep and Fading Shadow from last time. Between the two of you, there are literally, like, hundreds of people, channel members on the channel. Thank you once again for the gift subs. Crazy stuff. Lameep car decal. Okay. I'll get some mods after this race. I'll get some mods sorted after this race. We have finished. Ricardo, get in the pits. You greedy little man. Mr. B, thoughts on fried shrimp? Just in general, my thoughts on the food of fried shrimp. I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend for a breaded shrimp. I love me some seafood. Love me some prawns. Bread them up, mate. Deep fry them. Bread them up. Sweet and sour sauce. That I will kill someone for. 15 mil, I would do some, you know, bad things. Breaded shrimp, murder. No questions asked. Obviously not one, but like a plate of breaded shrimp. Yeah, I would kill someone. Let's continue. I don't think we can like save him back out, can we? Not really. Quit to my menu. Shall I? Do you want me to see if I can change the livery now? Let me look this up. Sad news, got in an accident, car mechanically damaged. Oh shit. Like, how bad damaged, and also what car? Sorry to hear that though. If you could choose fish and chips, Chinese or Indian, what are you picking? Chinese, any day of the week. Again, mate, bit of seafood, sweet and sour prawns, sweet and sour king prawns, Hong Kong style. It's not a competition. Lameep was the accident in Harrolica this Friday in a Mercedes. Lameep is Kimmy confirmed. Let's see about custom liveries. F1 Manager 24. Ooh. It looks like. Sorry, I'm just reading, like, I'm just reading a blog post about people trying to get this working. Bro, people said they managed to do it, but there's no like link. Lameepa's burnt Mylander confirmed. It's a Suzuki Swift Sport. I think it damaged the intercooler. That sucks, man. That's a cool car as well, honestly. There's little Suzukis. Sweet little cars. So, do you like go front into something? You've like bent in the radiator. Also, people asking about Discord access. Link down below to join the Discord. If you are a channel member, YouTube channel member, make sure your YouTube, or should I say, make sure your Discord account is linked to your YouTube account. So like in Discord, go settings and then go connections or integrations. Connect up with your YouTube and then it will automatically give you the roles in the Mr. V server. Just Google it. It's pretty simple. Like it takes you to like a login page and you link it up. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I'm trying to find how you get custom liveries. I decided to embark on creating a livery, blah, blah, blah. Tried, nothing worked. Update. Following some messages mentioned on the threads. Same thing, loaded into the game. Livery is still the default YouTube livery, thus meaning it still hasn't worked. People making like custom stuff like these. A few days have passed, and happy to report, with the help of a few other, I have successfully managed to have custom livery for my team. This was like a month ago. Is there a month between July and August? I don't know. Not important. And there's just no update. There's just no update after that. There's no update! If anyone like knows how to do it, if you'd please just please let me know. What am I trying to get working? I'm trying to get some custom liveries or like custom sponsors onto the car. We've had a super chat asking for a Citroen logo. I mean, I have opinions on French cars. But also, I think we need to honour channel MVP, Lameep, who has dropped yet more gift subs. Yeah. It might be the kind of thing that like takes a few... This game's only been out for like less than 2 months, I want to say. So I think maybe no. Maybe no. That's sad. But it will forever be in our hearts. This car will be a Citroen in our hearts. We've got the same thing on. Put a fucking hard tire on. That's locked to the race session. Ah, there we go. After each practice session, teams will return a mandated number of tires for rallies. So, Porcher is apparently returning some hards and some mediums. And Yuki is returning these softs and these mediums. So 2 sets returned after P1, for those asking. I guess we're going with these. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go. Test these new setups. Let's get out there.
Agree. Right.
2005 Renault Colors with a Citroen D-Scout. That's just sacrilege.
We need good brake temp.
That's like saying do Audi colors and then put a BMW logo on it. do the Ferrari approach and just rename your team Mr. V's Garage -Lameeb. Oh, God. I don't know if you've seen like the Ferrari official logo now. They have it in the game. You can't just put the HP logo next to your logo. That's horrendous. Just awful. Like, it's obviously a title sponsor, but don't put the HP logo in your logo. HP is a horrible, awful logo. It's a blue circle. Nothing about Ferrari is blue. If they did like a white version, like an all-white, white and transparent version, sexy, beautiful, lovely stuff. The blue HP logo? Ugh. Grim.
Tires are cold.
Right, let's get these tested. I love a Peugeot F1 car with no rear wing, like the Le Mans prototype. I don't think that would work so good in Formula 1. Like, they managed to get away with that because obviously they're much lower aero cars. I get the feeling that would be not optimal in Formula 1 spec. Remember as well, they have a lot more options with directing the airflow at the front of the car because they have wheel covers. Ain't no way you could get a Formula 1 car working with no rear wing. Technically, and this is an interesting thing, guys, in the FIA technical rules, kind of this very interesting subsection of the FIA technical rules. Car doesn't have to have a rear wing. I was reading them the other day because sadly that is also part of my job. Nothing says that a car has to have a rear wing. Did he finish his feedback? Get out. Oh my god, mate, it's optimal. It's fully optimal. Same tires, just get out there. 15 laps, go back out. Mate, it's fully optimal. I don't know why it says 85. That's 100%. Fully optimal. But I can make it better. Fully optimal. Yeah, same set of medium should be fine. Yeah, I'm pretty confident Formula 1 cars don't legally have to have a rear wing. You are allowed to send them out without one, as far as I can tell. Is that a good idea? No. No, that's a horrible idea. It would be very unquick. So yes.
How's the car?
HP make bad printers too. HP make bad everything. HP make cheap stuff for companies who don't want to spend money. You know, if you've got an office and you have to buy like 300 computers, I understand you want to save some money because like it all adds up if each computer is 50 quid cheaper. But holy shit, having worked for companies that have all HP equipment, mate, like you could design torture devices that are less painful to use than an HP laptop. Mentally painful. HP is school laptop vibes. Exactly, because they're dirt cheap. They're as cheap as possible. They're made out of plastic. Obviously, the outside is made out of plastic. All of the inside is also made out of plastic. You think it would be silicon and copper for the circuit board? No. It's a fake one made out of plastic. Absolute garbage. If you could add one regulation change for the 2026 regs, what would you change? Personally, I think you should free up... I think you should free up the aero regulations more, give teams more opportunity to be a bit more different. F1 is very keen on aerodynamic changes that are aesthetically pleasing. That's why they like to clamp down on like the more unusual innovations. None of that. Nah, I want to see the fastest cars, even if they look like garbage. I also want them to free up the engine rules. If we're going to 100% sustainable fuel, give me a V10. Give me a V12. Why is it a hybrid V6? Nobody wants that. Massive fucking V12, please. 22,000 RPM? Yes. Correct. That's the correct number of RPM. Do that. Yeah, I would go harder with a sustainable fuel element and less hybrid, and more cylinders and more revs and more sound, more screaming engine sound, because it's sick as fuck. Hell yeah. Monza to reduce drag and no wing setup is genius. I mean, it would be slow as anything. There are some corners at Monza. I don't know if you've noticed. It does officially still have 10 corners where the wings are quite helpful. Like, teams could make the wings flatter than they are for this weekend. They could have a wing that's like this, just a flat horizontal plane. But they don't, because you still want some downforce, like... Oh, Porsche's back in the garage. No one told me that. Well, he's back in the garage, but he hasn't... It's because I never sent him out. It's because I didn't actually send him out. Which is, you could argue, my fault. Yes, I see your comments. I see your comments. All right, let's get this fast forwarding. Let's get some feedback on these setups. I'm going to let Sonoda finish this run. Just to get that track acclimatization. I never sent him out. We don't know that. We can't confirm that, okay? Who knows why he was sat in the garage? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Red Bull removed the wings to make the RB20 fast enough to beat the McLarens. Well, not intentionally, but give Perez long enough and he's going to send the back of that car into the barriers, driving around with no wing. I have a feeling, guys, tomorrow is going to be... It's going to be a Perez day. High-speed corners, dedicated park track. Perez just loves hitting the wall in a place like this. He hasn't done it in a while. We're overdue a Perez spin and crash. I just feel it in my bones. In my bones. He is getting low on these tyres. Do I keep him out? Is he going to have a puncture and spin? If he does have a puncture and spin, will he hit the wall? That would be bad. That would be bad if he hit the wall. Let's call him in, just quickly change tyres, and then he can finish giving feedback. That better will still not be going fast. Oh, it's perfect, Pink. It's perfect. Perfect. Take your set softs. 10 laps on the softs, sure. Go, go, go. Nice. Let's see what Sonoda says about this setup. 100%! 100% setup. We're winning this race. We're winning this race. Never has a car been set up as perfectly as this Mr. versus Garage car. Never in my life. Stop hating on Checo. No, I won't. I will never stop hating on Checo. Perez podium, I feel it. Nah. Checo has been fine the last couple of races. Like, he also had a decent quali, was close to max. He just had like a quiet race in Zandvoort. Nothing special. Like, he did get overtaken by Sainz, who started P10, which is Perez is I can't. It's not hating if it's just true. Okay, the truth is not hating. Pointing it out is not hopeful, is it? Let's see how this weekend goes. Maybe I'll be singing his praises in the camping chair chat on Monday. Maybe. Synodium incoming. Synodium incoming. Ooh, that's a good thing I've got a beer to steal nearby. Hell yeah. This is the kind of track where we could get something going. Yeah, this kind of track. Do I send him out again? I feel like he's kind of had enough. He'll be fine. We'll simulate P3. He'll go and learn the circuit more. We've got our setup nailed on. Put chairs. Going to tell me his is 100% as well. We're going to be cooking. Front row lockout. Easy lights to flag victory. Win by 45 seconds. It's going to be mega, guys. Mr. V's neighbours will be hearing that one. They make more noise than I do. You can't hear it, but they are loud as shit, so it's fine, don't worry. I mean, they keep setting off the fucking fire alarm. We haven't had a fire alarm in almost 48 hours now. So maybe there won't be one today. Let's see. Thoughts on Logan Sargent being dropped? As I said, it's incredibly harsh. Is it fair? No one ever said anything about being fair. I mean, he's crashed the car a lot. That costs money. Williams doesn't have money to keep fixing. Jesus, that's loud.
Putting Mrs. versus Red Stripe on Lotus.
I'm gonna put it within arm's reach. Not saying I'm gonna drink. I would never steal my girlfriend's beer. But you know, I'll just put it here within arm. Is there somewhere I can put it where you guys can see? I need like a little stand just here. Wait. Can I like hang it off? It's just gonna go here, guys. You can't see, but it's going right here. In front of the monitor. No, that's where my monster goes. Yes. Chris, thank you for the £2 super chat. It's really not loud for you. It's fucking deafening for me. Okay. Let's end this session. Poor chairs coming in. Oh no, he's still out. I just want to see him say my setup is perfect. I want Taylor's validation. I just crave the validation of this young French man. Session over. All right. Welcome back to Matteo Binotto's garage. We're 5th and 6th in practice. We've had a clean practice. 90%? 90% is pretty high percentage. Just saying. There's only 10 more percents that could be better. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, mate, I'm not touching that. I'm not. I can't make that better. I can't do any better than that. I guess we could try and copy Yuki's. I will write down the numbers for Yuki's, and I'll see if Teo likes those numbers. So we got 6, 11, 5, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.75. Let's see if Teo enjoys those. 6, 11, 5, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0.75. Nah, out of range. Out of range. Doesn't like it. Teo says no. Right, let's sim practice 3, I think. Inters? No. No. No, 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 no. Not a rainy quali, please. Please, not a rainy quali. Oh, it's sponsored by Red Stripe. Once again, I wish, mate. Oh, imagine the life I would lead if I was a beer salesman. Max Verstappen has a contract with Heineken until 2028. I want a contract with Heineken until 2028. I'm very happy to tell people to drink Heinekens.
How do you think he's doing so far?
Car setting is not the same, unfortunately. There is an achievement on Steam that allows you to get both cars at 100. I got it yesterday. We're not getting that today. We're not getting that today. Okay, simulated P3, that's all done. Moderate rain. Interesting. Not raining tomorrow, though, so that's nice. Teo went 4th. On a 90% setup. Intriguing. He's got to 92. What the hell? How is that better than what I did? Like, I mean, visually, it's quite clearly worse, but the number is higher. Who knows? Anyway, he likes it, so who am I to judge? Let's start quali, manage the session. We are not gonna Bonotto this. We're not gonna Ferrari strategy this. This is gonna be the best race of Mr. Versus history. We have all of the skills here to pay our enormous bills. Minus 50 mil budget at the end of the year? I don't even know her. Track grip grows up to the session. Let's wait a couple minutes and send them out for their first run. Let's go out on 15. I like the sound of that. We're also, if it's wet, gonna do 2 flying laps with cooldowns. Yes. Confirm. Affirm. Beautiful stuff. Go on the 15-minute mark. I like the sound of that. Snowed first. The more someone drives the setup, the more they know what they want in terms of setup. Yeah, that makes sense. But he had the little zone, and it was just outside of the zone, and he said it was good. I don't know. British weather, yeah. Thankfully, I've been to the British Grand Prix multiple times, and I've never been on a year when it rains. No, that's a complete lie. Yes, I have. I was camping in the rain. That was grim as shit. I was also very drunk though, so it wasn't that bad. This is actually quite moderate in terms of rain as Silverstone goes. It gets so much worse. In a random field in Northamptonshire, it gets so much worse than this. Let's see what these two can do on their first laps. The zones aren't always right if the driver doesn't know what they want. What? Why would it give me a tiny zone if he just wants something different? I don't like that. I'm not being under budget, shut up. New livery. We are running a special home Grand Prix livery. This is, of course, the Mr. vs. Garage home Grand Prix. You don't actually have like a base, a physical base in this game. That would be cool, because when you start the game and it asks you about your team and it says like, what's the background? So ours is, we're a car brand technically. Or like you can be like an upstart new team or like a junior team. It'd be interesting if you chose location, you know, UK, you like choose UK and maybe like it's cheaper to hire people because there's more teams there, but then you could choose Italy and you get like higher fan perception, that kind of thing. And if it changes your like home Grand Prix and you get like sponsor boosts for doing well in the home Grand Prix, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. Not a thing. F1 Manager 25, just a little tip for you. Stormzy set this year on the Friday was the most soaked I've ever been at Silverstone. Because of the rain or because of Stormzy? I actually didn't go this year. I was sat at home watching on a television, which was wonderful and cozy. Just drinking a coffee, was completely dry. It was bone dry. It was so nice. Alright, let's see what these guys can get up to. That's quite a lot of people out. Snowed ahead of the pack, though. You love to see it. You love to see it. The cleanest air mankind has ever seen. Pourchaire plus 3 seconds. Plus 4.6. Are you serious? What are you doing, Teo? He's fighting Max Verstappen, which doesn't help, I have to say. Max, can you piss off? Crosses the line. Okay, he's 3/10 behind Sonoda. We are a 1.5 behind Leclerc. I don't like that in the slightest. We're going to bring him in. We're going to go out again. These are not good quality times. This is bad. This game has so much potential. It's just missing 1 or 2 pieces. Yeah, I mean, when it's relatively easy for me to think of these little, like, details that would make it interesting. I feel like it wouldn't have been that hard for them to implement stuff like this. Poor Czech got that turtle mentality. Let's get these cars in. You guys insulting my drivers. Everyone just comes in. What the actual hell? All right. Well, that means they're not going to do any fast laps. So we've got decent gap to 17th. Relatively happy with that, but we're going to go out again. Same inters. We're going to do 2 flying laps again. No, are we? No, I don't. It didn't help us last time. Or did it? It did. Same tires. Cool. And we are going to go out. So we're doing flying laps there. We need 1.5 minutes to start. Flying lap, 1.5 minutes. So we need to go out kind of in like 1 minute time. Kind of like now, honestly. Someone says, I was sat at the banking by Vale this year watching in person as McLaren bottled the strategy. Hell yeah, bro. This is why you have to go to live F1 races, because like memories like that are crazy. I was sat at Copse Corner 2021. Max Verstappen slammed into the wall right in front of us. That was fun as well. Not fun, but you know what I mean, like it's memorable. Obviously pretty shocking at the time. Like that car was going quick. Like obviously there's a bit of a concern when you see a crash like that he's alright. But then he got out and everyone was cool again. But that was mental. And we had general admission. We just gone round and we were just like, oh, let's do cops. Let's do cops for the race. Like it's a decent corner to sit at. First lap, boo. Verstappen in the wall in front of you. We were like slightly round to one side so we didn't get showered with gravel. I knew someone up in the grandstands who had like gravel coming at them. That's not fun. But yeah, you got to go to in-person races. You got to go to in-person races just for stuff like that. Like it hits different when you're there. It's nice. Like one a year, one every couple of years. It's good. It's good for the soul. If you're a Formula 1 fan, good for the soul. Okay, Mr. V, this is not bottling it. It's okay. Thank you. No, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're going to get into Q2. We're going to get into Q3. Going to get on pole. We're going to win the race. Chill. Oh, no. Snow just went P3. We are going to finish this. Both cars top 10. It's only Q1, but both cars top 10 is a good sign. I told you. We're getting into Q3. We're getting into Q3. Hell yeah. Oh, we love to see it. And it's dried. They're going on to softs. Okay, this could be for us now because I think in the dry, we've got a pretty mega car around here. The 100% setup is going to start to come into its own. Let's do Q2. Let's do Q2. Let's smash this. Worst accident I saw was up by Abbey when Ericsson went straight on with a broken steering. Looked scary, but managed to go home with some parts of his front wing after the race. Like, his wing flew into the crowd? I didn't know that. That's wild. I mean, to be honest, it's never that hard to go home with souvenirs, particularly if you're like GA and you're right up against the barriers. Or, you know, you can just go on the track and like steal a 100-meter board, like everyone tries to do. It's never that hard. It's never that hard, is it? Not good for my wallet. Seeing a race is not good for your wallet, I agree. Particularly the British Grand Prix nowadays. It's expensive. Why is everyone going out now? It's dry. I'm just going to wait for all these cars to come through. We do not need to get involved in that, in this noise. I'm going to wait just till they're all starting their flying laps. And then I'm going to send out Yuki and Porcher just get in the way. I think that's the gentlemanly thing to do, right? So maybe when everyone's kind of like here, start to send them out. I think that's a nice way of doing it. The marshals grabbed bits and were handing them out to people who went looking after the track open. That's pretty cool. I mean, you know, marshals are just racing fans as well, so they know why you're there. That's pretty cool, though. It's pretty cool. They took ours away. And maimed the Hockenheim ring badly. They maimed it? Also, did someone just fly off in front of us?
Yellow ahead.
I was looking at the chat. Did that hash just like absolutely send it coming out of the loop? Did they cover his tires in butter? How did he spin so far? Best European circuit and corner to see live. To be honest, I would say, yeah, Silverstone is amazing for the weekend experience. Not just for the race, but like everything else that goes on. Like, Silverstone's a good event. I've been to Barcelona, which is chill. That's quite a simple race. Like, you go there, you see some cars, you go back. You're in Barcelona. I mean, you're in Barcelona, you go for a night out of Barcelona. It's nice. I've never been to Spa for a race. I've heard that the actual, like, fan zones can be a bit weak at Spa. Like a bit basic, let's say. Same thing with Monza. I had some friends who went to Monza. It must have been last year because they're not here now. They're not there now. I'm also not there. And I've never been to Monza. I had some friends go last year and they came back and they were like, it was the worst experience we've ever had. They're like, it was like going back in time. They were like, but they said as well, like, you couldn't get any water, like, you couldn't get in. They went contactless only, but then none of the vendors had working card machines. Like, there was no Wi-Fi or data anywhere. Like, you couldn't buy anything, you couldn't get in. They wouldn't let people into certain zones. Like, and also it's just a bit like rudimentary. So yeah. Violet Citizen, thank you for joining the green screen enthusiasts. Welcome to the club. Enjoy your new emotes. Get a YouTube link, your Discord if you want to get member access in the Discord server. 10% off at mysteriesgarage.com. Check the community tab on the channel for your discount. New one will be going live tomorrow for the month of September. Hell yeah. I would say Silson looks banging. Zandvoort would be amazing. I've not been. Zandvoort is like top of my list. That looks like a fun weekend. Also, I like how the Dutch party. I like some Eurobeat. I love some Eurotrash. Whatever the what's the kind of to all the Dutch people in the chat. Is there a name? You know when the DJ is just going like left, 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 left like that. What is that called? That. I like that. So yeah, I think Zandvoort will be banging.
It's so unnecessary by this guy.
Yeah, we saw.
I think honestly Monaco would just be cool just to say you've been to Monaco. And to see the cars actually on the streets there, like in the grandstands at Monaco, would be amazing. But that's kind of a bit of a different thing. But I have to go to all of them. I can't really say. I went to Spa and it was quite basic, to be fair. Yeah. That's what I've heard from people who've been.
Currently P8.
I'm too scared of the Orange Army to go to Zandvoort. Scared I'd be hate crimed. They're not going to hate crime you. They're all just like drinking and they're just having a good time. They're fine. Dutch people seem very rude. To all of the Dutch people, you know that's true. They seem very rude, but they're very friendly. It's fine. It's a very chill place. Zandvoort is top of my list as like next places to go. Zandvoort and the Las Vegas Grand Prix, the two I want to go to the most now, and actually the Australian Grand Prix because I've never been. Right, 5th and 8th. We're gonna go out in the same set of softs, and we're gonna go. What is that outlap? It's like a 130 outlap. We'll go... No, it can't be a 130 if the send lap is 125. We'll go with 2 minutes on the clock. That'll be fine. I was joking about the hate crime bit. Still scared of them. Don't be scared of the Dutch. They're harmless. Orange Army are chill. Yeah, so the last race I went to that wasn't the British Grand Prix was the Spanish Grand Prix 2023 or 2? One of those two. Tons of Dutch people, obviously, because Max was winning everything. They're great. They're all just drunk. Having a good time. They're just there to have a good time. Also, I was there on my own and I was wearing like a British flag, and then random Dutch people would like walk past me and shout like, George Russell, and I'm like, do you think I look like George Russell, or are you just saying that because you know he's British, or like what's going on here? No one called me no, actually some people did shout Hamilton, to be fair. 2:12 to go out. Nah, 2 minutes on the dot. We got this. I am going to stare at the clock, not the chat, because I keep looking at the chat and then missing my timings, which I've heard is bad. Okay, 1 times. Snowder's going to go immediately after this house. Poor chair is going to go 5 seconds later. Done. Think you're going to Canada? I've heard Canada's good. China's pretty cheap. China is the cheapest grandstand ticket. However, it's also one of the most expensive plane tickets because it's on the other side of the world. I mean, if you live there, then it's very cheap. Or, you know, if you live in like Southeast Asia or Japan, then it's not that expensive to go to China. It is quite expensive to get there from the UK. So, you know, cheap is relative. Cheap is relative, isn't it? My favourite memory was watching cars fly off the embankment at Avis. Good memories. Almost got hit. That's the most German sentence I've ever heard. But they took down the banking in like the 80s, didn't they? Or the 70s. How old are you? I'm moving to Melbourne in 2 weeks. I'm hoping to go to the Albert Park. Well, that would make sense. If you're living down the road, you may as well go to Albert Park, right? Yuki, are you actually going to make it round? You need to stop letting these people through. Sonoda starts the lap. Sonoda doesn't start the lap! He was on the line! I swear to actual God, he was on the line. I'm gonna need a quiet second, guys. I'm just gonna fast forward this. I need a time to collect my thoughts. He was on the line. He was on the line. He was on the line. I want to see the replay. His nose was on the line. The FIA is rigged. Okay? Rigged, I tell you. But also, as I said, if he didn't let people through, just impede the other cars, Yuki. That's the strategy. You gotta impede them anyway. Points are awarded on the Sunday. Yeah, it's easier to score those points if you start inside the top 10, though. No. The Snowdom is possible. It's still possible. As I said, we've got a quick car. It's still possible. Bro has a strategic planning of a door hinge. At this point, a door hinge would make a better team principal. Can't lie to you. It's raining once more. Teo, just go out when everyone else does. How about that? Just now, I suppose. Time to take a drink. To those of you playing the Mr. V's stream drinking game, it's going to be a hell of an evening. These mishaps could make a banger compilation video. Honestly, that would be a good idea if I remember to do that. This is why I need an editor locked in my basement who I send the live streams to, and I'm just like, watch this, make the clips. Sadly, the editor in the basement is also me. I'll do it. New short ideas, Mr. V bot, for God's sake. I'm gonna sit down one time and just watch through all of these streams and find the timestamps. This is why I said 212. You never take into account the other cars. Of course I don't. I don't think about other people. Why would I consider other people when I can just think about myself? That's a lot more fun. Oh, he was on the line. The line. It's okay. Pochers in Q3. He's sixth. He's sixth. How is Gasly in the top 10? What? Whoa. Gasly is in the top 10. Lando Norris is out.
Copy.
Copy. God's sake. God's sake. Just joined. I see Sonoda is cooking nicely in the pits. He's resting. Sometimes, guys, you know, a good long sleep, bit of a rest, Chat with your engineer, you know, look at the strategy. Sometimes it's what you need. He's preparing. He's cooking. This is the point in the anime when he goes off and he trains for like 6 months in an isolated mountain village, and he comes back as Super Yuki and demolishes the competition. Except it's not 6 months, it's just until, you know, the race day tomorrow. No one's bottled anything, okay? No one's bottled anything. We have every opportunity to still win this race. Every opportunity. Let's get Poor Chair back. Wait, Poor Chair P1? I'm sorry? I'm sorry? What? Can we just, can we rewind to when he was on pole? I quite enjoyed that moment in time. Todium. Well, I mean, we've got Magnussen in front of us. We shouldn't be too hard to overtake. Typically, we have better race pace than the Mercedes. Piastri down behind us. Max Verstappen wasn't in Q3. Guys, Tsunoda qualified ahead of Max Verstappen and Lando Norris. So really, did I make a strategy error, or is really this championship winning pace, actually, to be honest? Like he's ahead of the 2 championship contenders. So actually, I might be the best team there is, just saying. So close to pole chair. Yeah. If he had done one more flying lap, because the track was rubbering in, clearly. I think we could have had it, but P5 is the best start position we've ever had. That's a banger. Brett, thank you for the $10 super chat. I'm waiting for the text-to-speech to read it out to everyone. But I do see it in the chat. Quite the qualifying.
Silverstone await our drivers as the anticipation continues to build.
Unrelated to F1.
F1.
One of these days I want to go to Road America. I live 2 hours away, but I never got around to it.
I'd like to go to lots of the famous American tracks as well. I would like, as a holiday at one point, to do an American road trip. Planning with my girlfriend, we're going to do a road trip of like... This may be like very like basic behavior, but we want to do a road trip of all the like famous American fast food places. Don't judge me. But you know, go east to west, try like the East Coast specific ones, go through the whole country, end in California, eat an In-N-Out burger, banger. But it would also be really cool to stop off at loads of like US tracks on the way. I want to go to an NFL game in the US. I'm going to London once this year. I want to go to a NASCAR race. I don't know if that's possible to go at a time of year where both of those are at the same time. Not sure. But yeah, to also go and see, you know, like a race at Road America, a race at Laguna Seca. As a racing fan, hell yeah. So I can understand that. We were behind Sargent. What? Oh no. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. Anyway, it's race day. Teo gets the good strategy. The good strategy. It thinks a 2-stop. It says this 1-stop is 10 seconds slower. And typically, actually, we're quite good when we push. We like have very good push pace. So I do like the sound of this. I want to start him on more of a push on his first stint because, you know, track position is always good. Let's do this. Let's bring those mediums earlier. It's only 2 seconds slower. It's just not bad. Why the hell would we go softs at the end? But I guess to be fair, if we go soft and we go like this, that's a good time to get our fuel level back up. Which means, guys, we can put in a lot less fuel and start the race. Hell yeah. Go in October, I can see NFL and NASCAR. Yes. Sold. That's what I want to do as a holiday. Proper American road trip. Literally like 6 weeks. Massive long road trip. Nice. Odds on K-Mag getting the elbows out and taking out Teo in lap 1. High. The odds of that are very high, sadly. Which is not fun. Do we go medium for the second stint and we can push more? Or... No. We're putting less fuel in the car. Not much. Not much. Just like 1 lap. 1 lap or 2 laps. Did I just hear you say Teo is getting the good strat? Who are you? What have you done with Mr. V? Look. 1 lap less. 2 laps less. 2 laps less fuel. Easy. Sonoda is on something similar. I feel like we should maybe do like a... We should maybe do him on something a bit more crazy just in case. Just in case we perchance had a safety car, you know? So we'll do like a 1-stop hard to medium. Hard to soft. Hard to soft, you know. Hard to soft. Oh, no. That actually thinks it's relatively quick, to be fair. Hard to soft. Update strategy B. Oh, it's 12 seconds slower. That's not good. Nah, you know what? He can have the full push strategy. Full push strategy. Which also means... this. We're going on the undercut strategy, lads. That's how races are won. This is how races are won. Guaranteed. Track position, get in front of everyone, bish bash bosh, podium. He's confident. Teo's confident. Teo is going to be up in the podium places straight away. Minimum fuel load, you coward. You yell at me if I have too much fuel. You yell at me if I have not enough fuel. I'm going to get yelled at regardless. I'm just going to do what feels right. Gamble on the safety car of Yuki. Yeah, actually, no. You are right. I should gamble on the safety car of Yuki. This is a safety car gamble strat. Because, you know, Magnussen is going to be fighting the Ferraris. That's how crashes are made. So, it's all good. Also, Yuki can go less fuel if he's doing a slower pace. Yes, I'm liking this. Let's head to the race. Okay, Yuki's starting on light pace. Teo is starting on hefty pace. Pushing that ARS. Gonna get a good track position. Let's go to the session. Someone says, I feel a China happening. Don't know what you mean. Nothing happened in China. There is no China race. We've never been to China here. I don't know what you mean. Right. We don't get a countdown. The race just kind of starts. Look at that special monster livery in P5 on the right-hand side. It's lights out. It's a slow start from Hamilton. Sainz takes him off the line. Sonoda getting up alongside Pourchaire. Leclerc fighting Magnussen. Gonna go around the outside of Magnussen into Village, which means inside for the loop. That's how you take P4. Gonna get a lovely slipstream off the back of that Ferrari from Charles Leclerc. He's fighting a Mercedes up ahead. That's gonna keep him busy. All the while, our sneaky little French boy is getting up nice and close, which means down into Cops, he could be nice and close. Nothing bad has ever happened when cars were close at Copper's Corner before. Lap 1 of Silverstone. Also, I just realised, driver aggression. Driver aggression, high, as always. We need these overtakes, guys. Use that confidence to your advantage. Hell yes.
Overtake and go, come on.
People saying, wait, what the fuck happened? For some reason, completely out of my control, Tsunoda qualified P12. All I will say is he was on the line. He qualified P12. Teo Porcher qualified P5, but Magnussen was P4, which basically means there was no car on P4. We are immediately ahead of Magnussen, who's already dropped down to P6. Porcher is my new best friend. He's going to be the focus for this race. Tsunoda's obviously going long. He's planning to pit on lap 34. We kind of just don't need to worry about him too much until then. He's on neutral everything. Tsunoda's just going to stay like this. He's going to have a good time. He's still in P12, actually, but somehow the two Williams have swapped. Don't know how they did that. Let's start to fast forward this. We're a second and a half behind Leclerc ahead, but he is fighting Hamilton. It's going to slow him down. Sainz is getting a good run out ahead. Just kind of annoying. Podium doesn't quite work. Teodium. Figured out the livery. We have got a special Monster Energy livery for my most favorite high caffeine beverage. It's going excellent. Friendship with Yuki ended. No. This is just a momentary blip. Me and Yuki are on a break. Okay, me and Yuki are on a break. We just need to figure some stuff out about ourselves in life, you know. Sometimes it's healthy, a bit of time apart. So he's going to spend some time down in P11. I'm just spending some time with my dear French friend, Teo Porcher. It's all good. Push on ERS. We can push Yuki's ERS a little bit. He needs to actually go on neutral again. Or top up, should I say. It's going good. Fading Shadow, I see the super chat. I'm going to wait. We have text-to-speech going. Once again, absolutely mental. Thank you for supporting the channel. There may even be a special Porcher! P3! I just spat all over my screen. It's warranted. It's worth it. Teodium. I don't know when this super chat's coming through. I see it sitting there all pink. I don't know when it's coming through. I want the notification to play. Imagine what a goat like Sergeant can do in a rocket ship. A rocket ship like this. Oh my days! Teo's up into P3. I'm going to read it now anyway. I don't know when the super chat's coming through, but Fading Shadow, thank you for the 50 euro super chat. Awesome video content. Greetings from Germany. Vielen Danke. I don't know if it's plural or not. Whatever. Thank you. I'm not gonna torture you with any more German. It's not good. Absolutely, thank you, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. We also have Amelia. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. We are here. We are all here to support Teo on his run for the first ever Mr. vs. Garage podium. You know it's about to happen, guys. Hamilton, no. This is not your time to shine. Look, okay. I don't know who you think you are, Lewis. It's the British Grand Prix. You chill yourself out, okay? Respect the up-and-coming new team. Gale Force as well. Thank you for the £5 super chat. I managed to avoid removing the S in Spain. Clutching out a 10th despite a rough P13 start. Finally, Gru didn't take after the engine producer Ferrari. Hell yeah. I mean, almost did better than we did in Spain because we had a rotten time in Spain. Love to see it. Glad it's going well. You need to start using your ERS more. You need to top up. you can deploy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
There's gift subs coming through. I think after that, the super chat's going to start coming through. There should be a special animation for a super chat of that size. Let's see what happens. Thank you once again to Amelia for all these gift subs. To all the new people, try out your emotes. Get in the Discord if you so desire. You get a discount at mrversusgarage.com. Get yourself a lovely piece of merch. Look at that. Ooh, little breast badge. And it's got the thing on the back. Ooh, this is a weird position to be in. Ooh. Not so sure about that. We're not going to mention that one. Hell yeah. It takes so long to get gift subs through. ERS. Yeah. ERS. I know. We're on it. He's still pushing fuel. We're not going to do that anymore. Look at that! Fading shadow.
Awesome video content and greetings from Germany.
Thank you for the 50-year super chat. Absolute madness.
I managed to avoid removing the S in Spain, clutching out a 10th despite a rough P13 start. Finally, GIU didn't take after their engine producer Ferrari.
Hell yeah. That's going well. You're playing that game on hard mode if you've got like a Sophia Florsch in the car. So glad you're getting some decent results. Very nice. Mr. V, remember the platform you are on. Do not show the lewd images to the children, Mr. V. You're not on the other websites. Would Mr. V's logo make a good track? No, it would not. It would be garbage. Someone actually, I didn't make it, but someone sent it to me on Instagram, and they're like, look, I made it into a track. And I was like, this is trash. It's real bad. It's too complex. Same issue as like Alex Albon and Ricardo. Too many corners. It's like 30 corners. Ugh. Basically any long horizontal thing with like letters or heart shapes in my case, not good. The hearts on their own, good track. X's, bad track. How are tires compared to strategy? He's all good. Our strategists are actually learning how to do their job because we're getting quite good at these predictions. Our pit window is for lap 12. We're going to stick with that. We do need to start being careful of fuel, but there's later stints when he's saving on those softs. We can start to get the fuel back real nice then. Snowden's going good. He's up into points, up into P10. We are ahead of Lando Norris still. We've cleared out the Williams. I think they've pitted actually. They haven't. They're just trash. Cool. That's nice. We're also keeping Norris behind, even though we're on hards. Yes, Yuki. We are doing, of course, safety car bait, which is the way to do it. Would either of the merch mascots make a good track? That's a decent question. I think Tighty, the spanner guy. Oh my god. Let me get my tits up to the camera. Oh, look at that. I think that's a decent track. Do you think with or without the arms? I think without the arms. It's kind of Hanoi, but like way better than Hanoi. Actually, ignore that I said not like Hanoi. That circuit was garbage. I think the Sparky, the spark plug, maybe not. A little bit simple. Could be wrong. Kind of like Candorish again, I think. What letter would make a good track? G. Nice variety. It's not X's. X's aren't symmetrical. Thank you. I'm glad you remembered. They're modified. They're modified X's. They're representative of X's, but yes, they're not the X alpha font. They are crosses. They're cross emojis specifically. Fuel will be fine. I think I've heard this one before. Fuel will be fine. Okay. As always, I'm on top of it. Always on top of it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, Hamilton has dropped behind from Pourchaire. We are running well. We, of course, have Perez behind us. A little bit scary. Don't like that. I just noticed Verstappen's in 12th. Washed. Perez normally is quite good at catching us up. Not a fan of that. Pourchaire is not going to be pushing on his next stint. So it could be interesting keeping Perez behind. Hopefully, Red Bull will McLaren Perez's strategy. Or Perez will just Perez himself, by which I mean spin and hit a wall. We shall see. Yes, Dame time. The X is, well, kind of like the X's in my logo are ASCII X, like cross symbols, but then modified. So obviously, like in Adobe Illustrator, you can just modify the path of like a letter outline. So they're just modified to give them a good weight. The hearts are actually drawn over heart emojis, but they're basically just hand drawn, not hand drawn, but like remade, because to make them like fat enough. How far can a modern F1 car fly off the Avis embankment? Like if they're trying to or accidentally? Because the design of a modern F1 car, also Perez is ahead of us. We will get him on strategy. The design of a modern F1 car, heavy on downforce. So as you go over the top, you then get pushed down. That affects your airtime. If we take some of these wings off, I feel like we can get a lot more distance on the jump. You know, if we're trying to jump an F1 car, it's a very different set of physical requirements here. I think you want to take the wings off, kind of like that time that Honda went for the land speed, the Formula 1 land speed record. In that case, I reckon we could jump that like a decent long way into the city of Berlin, which would be fun. This is why I don't play Manager. The race is too long. We are playing this at times 1. Let's start fast forwarding this. Teo is gonna pit in a couple laps time. After his pit, we're gonna start doing this faster. Don't you think 2 mediums is better strategy? No. Downforce doesn't push down, it pulls out. Well, it pulls down. It pulls sort of like down and backwards. Aerodynamics is complicated, okay? But yes, the car is sucked towards the floor. Sucked at the bottom, if that's how you want to look at it. That is the technical term. It's very important. Let's get Teo's pit called in. On to mediums. Also, we can't go 2 mediums because we don't have another good set of mediums. So, softs it is. Next lap. Right, let's go on to that stop. We're going to push... that's actually not... That's not Teo, that's Yuki. I'm so used to doing it to him. We're going to push, and we'll push tyres when we get around to the next lap as well. Playing Russian roulette with strategy. No, it's fine. You guys are so mean, it's fine, okay? I don't think YouTube monetization policy wants you to talk about sucking bottoms. Out of context, F1. Let's get on to lap 12. We're going to start pushing these tyres. Punctures are not a thing. I don't believe in them. Attack those tyres, Teo. Attack those tyres. So here we go. So we want to be careful he doesn't get down to the 30%. That beautiful little 30% mark. Good luck with the race atmosphere and bouncing for tonight. Just remember Yuki's on minus 7.7 kg fuel. It'll be fine. Yes, it will. Correct. It will be absolutely fine. He's on minus 7.2, actually. I think you're a bit behind. That's the correct amount. actually. I've consulted my strategy team, which is me, and they've told me that it's perfect and that's how you win the race. And so I'm confident. I'm happy. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Checo went for the undercut. He did. Don't like that. Well, we're just going to go for the overcut then and see how you like it, Perez. I get the feeling he'll be on a completely different strategy because has he stopped for... No, he's on the same strategy. That's fun. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Okay. Teo's coming in. Let's get that topping up. Let's also come on to fuel conserve just for the pits. That should be good. Mr. V's leaving Sonoda on his own. Sonoda's got this. He is fine. He's fine. I think I will put him down to fuel conserve about lap 30, that kind of thing. He'll be alright. 2.5 second pit stop is not bad. Oh, I was going to say we're ahead of Perez. We are... Where did these cars come from? Where did these cars come from? Excuse me? Attack on those tyres, please. We were in fucking 6th. Sonoda, please let him through. Please let him through. Don't fight your teammate. This is not the kind of bunch we want to be in. Yes, go through there. You're on better tyres, Teo. Get ahead of that McLaren. You corrected them, gave Major. It's Radeon, actually. That video launched, I wouldn't say specifically Tommy's career. They would not be... P1 would not be where they are today without It's Radeon, actually. GOAT video. And if you watch it, it's only got like 100,000 views or something like stupid low. For such a insanely, like, referenceable video in motorsport. Look, we can get this McLaren. His tires aren't even warm. He's pushing him and his tires are still cold, so as soon as these are warmed up... Don't get, no, don't get unconfident. It's fine. He's going to get past these. We're going to be right in the back of Perez in just a moment or so. Just a little second. It's all good. Iconic moment. It's not Ferrari strategy. It's not Ferrari strategy. I see some of you were calling this before I pitted Teo. It's a little bit sad that my misfortunes are so predictable. That maybe says something about me that I should look into, like, a bit of introspection. I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep going as I'm doing. I'm doing great. Blind delusion is the way to go in life. That's my motto. Okay, Teo. Get past these cars.
Copy.
Next stream, if we can accumulate £100, Mr. V is going to change his name to Mr. Bonotto's Garage for a day. Well, like the actual YouTube channel name? I'm not going to do that. I'll put it on the stream. I'll make an overlay. It says Mr. Bonotto's Garage. Now I will do it for the right amount of super chats. How about that? Would I get a Bonotto wig? I could get a Bonotto wig.
Ricardo's box.
Sonoda! Sonoda! You're not meant to fight him! We are not fast on these mediums, as it would turn out. So that's fun. And Sonoda's actually relatively quick on those hards. Good to know. Good to know. We really need to get out of this train. This is not fun. Blissful ignorance is how I live. Yes, me too. It's hard to be blissfully ignorant when you've got your errors put plainly in front of your face, though. I see now why Perez went for the undercut. But if I pitted earlier, I would have been in this train even more. How did Perez deal with this? Look, okay, I think we've got Alonso now. I think we've got Alonso through cops. Nope, not true. Let's just fast forward. We'll get them in. It'll come out in the wash. It'll be fine. But yeah, the Teodium is really being hurt by this fucking DRS train now. I need these people to pit. We're not, I will say, we're not that far behind Perez. This train is actually a train behind Perez. So as long as we stay close relative to Perez, we're in it to win it. All these people need to pit. We've already pit. Leclerc and Piastri pit. They're going to come out ahead of us. No, 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 they're not! Piastri in the train! Piastri in the train! Okay. Piastri is ahead of us. A minor issue with the strategy has occurred. Because we were in front of Piastri and now we're behind him. So the undercut is very much not a thing. Fire Sonoda. Hell no. Oh, I just need Alonso to just retire at this point in time. We're ahead of Alonso. We're ahead of Alonso. Okay, get Piastri now. We've got a tiny bit of life in these tires, so I could push. I could push the tires. Feels like a bad idea. Sonoda gets ahead of Norris. He's still behind Alonso. Quite annoying. Is Alonso going long? He's on mediums. First set of mediums? Yeah. To be honest, if Sonoda stays with him, that's nice, because we're going to go on soft C end. We're just going to absolutely murk him. It's all good. It's all good. Let's fast forward this again. Yuki's stop is not planned until 34. Teo's next one is 33. So we can go a bit faster then. As I said, around lap 30, I'm going to put Teo back up to fuel conserve. Probably similar to for Porsche, honestly. But at the start of his next stint, I want to turn it back up again. We are still about the same amount of time behind Perez, but we really need to not fall behind any further. I'm going to put him onto aggressive for these tyres. Start to get that gap back. Start to get that gap back. I worry about the fuel. We've never had any fuel issues on this channel. We are the masters of fuel here at this channel. If you're new to the streams, we are the masters of fuel. Every single race, we underfuel to the correct amount. We finish the race with fuel in the car. We never stop on track. The masters of fuel. It's all good. We have Piastri fighting through Verstappen. Verstappen pits, which gets him out of our way. That is nice. Porsche is a little bit behind Piastri and Perez. Not enjoying that. Not even halfway through this race. We do have opportunity for them to make mistakes, or, you know, like a little safety car, a safety car. It's not over till it's over. Not over thank you, Isaac. 'Tis but a scratch to the strategy, exactly. People have come back from worse. We've come back from worse. So 'tis but a scratch. 'Tis but a scratch. Good thing you don't need the extra fuel for the FIA sample. I think every race would be a disqualification. Yes. The way that we run it, yes, it would. But it's not a thing in the game, so hell yeah. Thought this was Formula E. What's fuel? No, you'll notice that there are interesting strategies and good on-track action, so it can't be Formula E. That's too harsh. Formula E is fine. Well, fine is optimistic, you know. You know what I mean. It's the sport. It's there. Mr. versus Fuelmaster Garage. That is what they call me. That is my middle name. It's Mr. Correct Amount of Fuel V. That's what it says on my passport. Real weird choice by my parents, but fortuitous now. 7 seconds behind Piastri. Oh, God. I think we might even be falling behind as well. Ugh. Anyway, Piastri puncture, Perez puncture, Leclerc puncture, Sainz puncture, Porsche wins the race. It may sound crazy, but that is just what's going to happen, okay? I've seen the future, and the future is French. "10 laps then initiate crash at 2.0. Mr. B. Wallace, welcome to the green screen enthusiasts. Hell yes, welcome to the team. try out the emotes, get the Mr. V egg in there. Also, guys, because of all the people who have joined the Green Screen Enthusiasts and all the gift subs, we have passed 100 channel members, which is going to be a nightmare to put on the end screen of my next video. But also, it means we have multiple more emote slots now. So we need to start like a bit of a poll for the next live stream emote. What are you thinking? I'm thinking maybe something fuel related. I feel like you guys would use a lot. I want to think about like stuff that can be used for other games as well. A fuel warning light emote for sure. Yeah. At this point in time, I have a feeling that would be used a lot. I want to make sure they're future-proof. I guess we can change them down the line. Synodium emote? That would be hype, to be fair. I don't know what that would look like. I've only got a limited number of pixels to work with, remember? Gotifi? This is not so much a Gotifi channel, you know. Anything from medium speed corners. George T-pose. It's not a bad shout, not a bad shout. I do like my big square faces. Synodium. Benotto clown emoji. I guess a Ferrari strategy would be decent. I know Tomo literally has that exact emoji as one of his ones. We could just copy Tomo. He won't notice. He won't notice. You know. He'll be fine. We could actually just steal all of his and he won't even notice, so we could just do that, you know. That'll be fine. We're fine on fuel. We're fine on fuel. Medium speed corners. Yeah, but I only have like 30 pixels to work with. So I need to... It needs to be something that works like real tiny, real tiny. China never happened emote. I get the feeling that could be taken out of context. All Adele wanted dead or alive. What emotes are there already? Can one of the channel members please just spam all of them just to show? But we've basically got... We've got the Mr. V confused face. We've got our lovely happy Flavio. And we also have the kind of like hide the pain Lawrence Stroll. And of course, Mr. V egg. Which, if you don't know why there's Mr. V egg, long story. Real long story, that. Sonoda is falling further behind from Piastri and Perez. Kind of get the feeling... Yep, look at those. Yes. Yes. Kind of get the feeling... we maybe don't have the race pace. We maybe don't have the race pace for challenge for a podium. No, that's pessimism. We don't do pessimism around here. We don't do that around here. Sonoda's going well. We've got like another 10 laps for their stops. So let's start to go a bit faster. As I said, we're going to start going on fuel conserve on lap 30. Calling it now. The Lawrence one is great. People don't use it enough. That's my favourite one. It's Hide the Pain Lawrence. He looks exactly the same as Hide the Pain Harold. No one's noticed this before. Can we confirm that that isn't Lawrence Stroll in those memes? Like, there's no way to know. Verstappen has got ahead of us as well. I've heard rumours. I've heard rumours that Red Bull have a fast car. That's just quite annoying though. We're going to go up onto aggressive on these tyres just to keep Hamilton behind. Hasn't worked. He's already ahead of us. What strategy is Hamilton on? Same as us. Annoying. He's overcut us as well. We'll race our race. We'll race our race. Tomorrow's race prediction. I'm going to say Piastri leads out of turn 1. Or turn 2, like the chicane, you know what I mean. I think it's going to be the two McLarens out front. I get the feeling no one's going to be that close to them. I think Mercedes is going to have better long run pace than Ferrari. So I could see Hamilton coming through the two Ferraris. I could see Russell having like a relatively easy P3. But I don't see anyone else challenging those Mercedes. Magnussen spins. Okay, that's lap 30. We are pitting on 34 for 33 for Porsche. Yes. Let's go fuel conserve. See how fast we can bring this back. We need to get those tires. We're so cold on the tires. Our cars do not like saving tires. We should have gone those like mega push strategies, I think. Lawrence Stroll looks at that because having a non-bottom 5 driver as a son does that to you. I still back that statement. I still back that statement, okay? How many cars on the lead lap? 16, it would seem. Albon's just been lapped. This Red Bull pace, I don't enjoy. Verstappen started like P16 or something stupid. He's in P5. P5? What is this man's tyre history? Ugh! Verstappen went long on the mediums. He is on softs now, and I guess he was getting pulled along in the pack on those mediums. That's really annoying, because he's going to go softs for his final stint. He's going to be absolutely rapid. Get the feeling our strategy might have been suboptimal. Suboptimal. Oh, Hamilton ducks into the pits. What the hell? Really? Is he starting his next soft stint now? I guess he's a couple of laps earlier than us. My god, if he undercuts us again and it works, that's going to be very annoying. Very annoying. Sonoda can push a little bit. Smooth brain emote. Excuse me, what is this livery? This is our special home race livery. British Grand Prix, obviously the home of Mr. versus Garage, just like all of Formula 1. It's a Monster Energy livery. I have an addiction. Okay, look, look at this next to the car. If I go like this, it's basically a car. Exactly the same. I think actually it worked pretty well, honestly. So yeah, it's our monster livery, Monster Energy, special livery. Done. Permission to panic about Yuki's fuel. No, he's fine. I said we're going back on conserve on lap 30, and I've done that, and I'm always right, which means it's going to be fine. It's called self-belief. Right? Get on board. We are pitting lap 33. We have not crossed the line yet. As soon as he crosses the line, we're going to lock that in. Not sure Sonoda can save enough. I believe in my beautiful golden child, Yuki. I believe in him. He has the skills. He has all the skills required. We're going on to softs next lap. Lock that in. Let's get around. Sonoda's going to pit on lap 34, so he needs to cross the line one more time. Hell yeah. Stop pushing on that. Push these tires more, though. Yuki cannot physically finish. He's fine. He's fine. There's no such thing as delusion. Delusion doesn't exist. It's called strategy. Porsche also pushing is about to get ahead of that McLaren of Lando Norris. Perez behind him. I think Perez has just stopped and is now behind us again. Not cool. All good though. Think Yuki can start to push these tires a little bit more. He comes in for a stop, which means we can call Yuki's one for next lap onto softs, and he gets to drive a decent pace. Hell yeah. If Teo didn't have the French gene, he'd be P3. Whoa! 8th fastest pit stop of the season. Did you see that? That's how you win a race. Belief. The Teodium starts now. The Teodium starts now. Porsche comes out. He has to go relatively light pace on these. We got this. We got this. He can push on the ERS just to stay ahead of Alonso. Sonoda. He's got one final lap. Has he missed his... Did I miss his pit window? Curious. Look at Yuki's fuel graph. Well, it doesn't tell me anything. Okay. It says that he's going to run out on lap 51. The graphs aren't accurate. 7 minute time deficit. The graphs aren't accurate. Don't worry about it. Doing a quick light swap. Look, okay. We can't put more fuel in the car. So if you guys keep telling me about fuel, there's nothing I can do about it. So we're just going to have to go with what we're going with, okay? It's going to be good. We have to believe it's going to be good because we literally can't change it. I think he'll be fine. He can go on that pace. Porcher's going this pace. I think he could probably push a little bit more than that. We'll put him up to standard for now because we are meant to finish with life in these tyres. We're going neutral on the ERS. Yuki can start to push on his just to get a good outlap, stay ahead of that McLaren, even though I think... Oh no, that's Porcher. That's Porcher. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. F Sonoda. just wait, just wait. Just wait. Instruct Yuki to get lapped so he has to drive fewer turns. You never know. We could have a safety car. We could have a red flag. It's all still to play for. And in that case, obviously, we save loads of fuel. It's all good. Hamilton mechanical fault.
But there! Oh dear, that's not what they need right now.
I mean, that looks fine, Crofty, I have to say.
There's a yellow flag now.
Sergeant spins. You know what I was saying about those safety cars, guys? Oh, no, you... Someone needs to hit a barrier. Someone needs to hit a barrier. Can Yuki finish a lap down? Well, to be fair, Yuki's here. Science is there.
No energy.
Oh god. I don't think Science is going to catch him, but we could just like pull up right at the end if we have to. It's a possibility. Strategic lapping is a possibility. He was forecast enough fuel. Let's get these on neutral. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. We're final fuel. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. Let's get this going till the end. I think Teo's probably fine on this pace, but I'm going to watch it. Okay, so Porcher's in P8. Verstappen pits once more. Turns out those McLarens had decent pace. I think we can get Hamilton towards the end. Hamilton with a mechanical fault, and also we've had better race pace than him before. He's going to start fighting Norris, which is also going to slow him down. Lovely, lovely stuff. Actually, both our cars now on the same tyre. They're not that far apart. So Yuki's going long on the hard has not hurt him all that much. Yuki could be in with a chance of getting ahead of Hamilton if we have good pace relative to Hamilton come the end. Porcher's going to get his fuel up to 0 very soon. Which means he can start pushing on fuel again. He's going to start to get some pace back. I feel pain watching the lack of ERS management. It's best if I just don't touch it, okay? If I do it, I'll then read the chat and I'll forget and the cars will go slower. So, we're just going like this. We're just going like this. MB Wallace, 5 gift subs for the chat. Thank you very much for the gift subs. Thank you for supporting the channel. To all of you who are now green screen enthusiasts, try out your new emotes, get them going. Welcome to the club. Get in the Discord, all the good stuff. Hell yeah. Thank you, MB Wallace. Thank you very much. Who does this Lewis kid think he is? 7-time world champion or something? Get out of here. We're going to catch him. No problem. Porcher is a second behind him, and actually we're about to turn his fuel. We're going to turn his fuel up now, you know. 10 laps to go, 0.3, no problem. Nah problem. Easy peasy, mate. Porcher is going to breeze past Hamilton. That's a P7 for us. Everyone ahead is going to crash. Done. Mr. V, new controversy opportunity. Pitgate. Pit on last lap to let Sonoda not run out of fuel. Is that a thing?
Big shunt.
Oh, oh, big shunt.
Ahead. Caution.
Big shunt. Big shunt. Also, Shabby, thank you for the resub, 1 month. I think you are the very first person to get up to the 1 month member badge. You actually get the XX Heart filled in. Look at that in the chat. All of those of you who get gift subs, obviously you can turn that into a normal sub if you want. The badges do start to get different levels if you stay a member. Hell yeah. We need to see what this crash looks like. Someone says turn up Yuki's fuel for vibes. Yes, 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 Lando Slow. I am always here for McLaren downfall if we're racing them. He's actually not got any damage, which is very disheartening. Correa does, who he crashed into. Sad time. Sad time. I am here for the downfall. Also, Yuki's final fuel, look at this. 2.4, that's basically 0. 2.4 is basically 0. That's what I'm telling myself about tomorrow. Everyone crashes except Alex Albon. Hell yeah. It can happen. Land slow Norris. I mean, he's still, what, 4 seconds ahead of us, annoyingly. Just, if he can crash into one Williams, he can crash into another Williams, so there's hope for us. There is hope for us. Can we start pushing on these tyres? No, we cannot. Actually, we're not even meant to be on this pace. Let's go back down to light. We need to get these tyres to the end. That is relatively important. Why does this game hate burnt Mylander? Honestly, it's trying to get him fired. Like, we've had what? One safety car this season? Maybe 2? I just burped on the mic, ignore that. Taste that pepperoni pizza. Yeah, we've had, I think, 2 safety cars. We're at the British Grand Prix. This is round, what, 10? 2 safety cars. This game is wild. Like, you know, the ones today, Sergeant spun, kept going, fine. We've had times when people hit the actual barriers and then they get Mario Kart teleported back to the center and carry on driving. Hulkenberg retires. What an excellent replay. Mr. V, you could turn a 1-2 in quality to a P9, P10. Consistency is key. Hey, consistent points is consistent points. We're still outscoring Mercedes. No, wait, no. 6. We're scoring the same as Mercedes this weekend. Still counts. Still counts for the constructors. What was the race with 2 safety cars? Yeah, we had one in Canada. And we had maybe 1 other race with safety car. And that's it, which is ludicrous numbers. Like, it keeps coming up and it says, this track has 75%, this car has 80% safety car. Lies. 0%, all of them. You could set a car on fire and then the guy in the cloud from Mario Kart would just come back and pick him up and put him in the middle of the track and they'd be fine. It's nonsense. They don't want to repeat Abu Dhabi 2021. They're so scared of that, they just refuse to ever have a safety car again. For any instant at all. 2 cars crash into each other. Safety car, never heard of it. I am not liking this Hamilton pace ahead of us. Hamilton is on mediums! Mediums! God damn it! We should be faster than him then! I was forecast good race pace. You've only had one safety car and it was the end of a race. Yeah, this game just doesn't have safety cars. Like, it just refuses. So yeah, when at the start of the race, we're like, oh, put Yuki on hards. Maybe there'll be a safety car. There will never be a safety car. We are never ever doing a safety car bait strategy again because they don't exist. Maybe they just forgot. They just forgot to bring the Mercedes to the track. Or the Aston Martin, whatever it is. So the FIA is just refusing to throw them now. Do I think there'll be a safety car in the race tomorrow? Yes, I do. I don't know the general like statistics for safety car at Monza, but Monza's the kind of track where if you crash at Monza, it's normally quite big. You know, people come off other tracks and they like go into the runoff and stuff, and like, but if you come off at Monza, it's almost always a massive spin at Parabolica, or a big spin at Lesmos, or you park on top of Lewis Hamilton's head. Like, it's almost always a big crash. It's one of those tracks, and so I'm not saying someone will crash, but if they do crash, safety car. So I think there's a good chance. Also, there's so many cars close enough that people are going to be pushing on strategy. So yeah. Yes, is my answer. I'm on my second season in this game. I've had 3 safety cars, 15 red flags. You think there'll be an Antonelli shunt in the race tomorrow? That would be unusual considering he's not driving it, but I mean, stranger things have happened. Look, we're fine on fuel. Obviously, we're fine on fuel, probably. Don't worry about that. 2 seconds behind Hamilton. We can still come at him. His mediums... They've actually got less life than our softs, so he's going to really have to conserve those towards the end. If we push, he cannot match it. He can... What is that message? I love Lesmos. With the pride flag. Bit of Lesmo pride. Sainz trying to get the points for Mr. V's garage. If Sainz could start to back everyone up, that would be much appreciated. He's not that far behind Tsunoda, it's the scary thing. He's not going to catch us in 3 laps. And annoyingly, if we pull back... Oh, Ricciardo's there. So Ricciardo's about to be lapped. No, we're not. It's not happening. That would have been nice, though. But he can save 1.2 kg. He can. He can and he will. I have faith. I'm actually going to put him down to light tyres. I think that will help him to save fuel. I think that's the thing. He's got such a massive gap behind that we may as well. Pourchaire, on the other hand, is catching Hamilton. We've gained 0.3. Let's speed this up. If we get within DRS range, boshed him, banged it, done, in the lead. It's going to be mega. We are gaining. We are gaining. And slightly graining, but mostly gaining. Push that ERS a little bit. Lovely, lovely stuff. What happened to the Teo podium? Race pace. Insane Red Bull race pace is what happened to that and McLaren. We were never going to compete with them. They just like launched up the road. So yeah. We are 1.3 behind. Can we push the tyres? Let's just push him just to get out to the back of Hamilton, then we'll come back down to conserve. Yes! Yes, down the home straight. Were we DRS and detection? No. Quite annoying. Okay. Hamilton cannot push to match. His tyres are worse than ours. What are they on? 37%! Run him off the road. Run that man off the road, Teo. Take that P7. Hell yes! That's how we stay ahead in the constructors. Lovely beans. Put that ERS on neutral. He's all good. There's no point pushing Tsunoda. He's 9 seconds behind. It's not happening. Teo is now going to defend for his life. Keep Hamilton behind. Nice. Ricciardo almost passed by Sainz. He has been passed by Sainz. We could back Yuki up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on like mega conserve. And I'm going to go avoid curbs. And I guess
Bringing the tyres down.
driving clean air, burn more fuel, less fuel, more fuel.
Curbs.
I don't know. We'll do this. He's got half a kilogram under. Half a kilogram under. It's doable. It's doable, guys. Teo's all fine. He's ahead of Hamilton. He's got a 0.8 second gap. Easy beans. Easy peasy. A plan well executed. Teoints. It's like a Scooby-Doo catchphrase. Toyoints! Oh, someone just said, I actually think Yuki's got enough fuel now. He always did! He always did have enough fuel, and that's why he's finishing so close to Teo, because the strategy was smashed out the park from the beginning. I am a genius. How much do I have to tell you guys? I knew how much fuel we could put in that car. The way people say that Adrian Newey can see air flowing around a shape, I can see fuel flowing through the veins of this car. I can extrapolate them in the fourth dimension. I can see exactly how much fuel he'll end on, taking into account the traffic and our strategy. I am the fuel whisperer. We are actually getting, it is kind of concerning. We do need to get that back to 0 now. We're going to go full harvest. Use less fuel. No, without use more fuel. I don't know. We're just going to go neutral. He does need to save more than that. He does need to save more than that. China, Canada. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the Chinese sprint, okay? If after this monologue he runs out, I love it. He is fine. He's fine, okay? He's fine. Hamilton is getting annoyingly close to the back of Teo. We need to be careful, but Hamilton's tyres also are going to be mashed up. 31% in those mediums. He's going to have to push those mediums if he wants to get past Teo. Sainz finishes the race. I was going to say, Hamilton, if he wants to get past, he's going to have to puncture those tyres. So you do you, Hamilton. You do you, mate. See how it goes. Just deploy that ERS. Don't give me that. His tyres are fine. Don't give me the warning sign. Teo is final fuel. Teo is final fuel. Put that back up. Put that back up. Also, he can go aggressive because just for banter. 29%. Hamilton staying behind. We've got a maximum defend. Tires down to light. Nothing silly now. Come down the final straight. Hamilton stays behind despite the ERS. 3 more corners to go. I think it counts as 3. Maybe 2 more corners to go. Anyway, final corner complex through club. The Mercedes stays behind. Teo Porcher crosses the line. P7. It's not quite the Teodium we were promised, but it's still a banging result. Sonoda still has enough fuel. Actually, his tyres are getting a bit cold. He's got enough fuel! What are you talking about? It says... He has enough fuel. He has enough fuel. It didn't even say minus.
Formula One.
He had enough fuel. He had enough fuel. But wait, there's more. He still gets P9. He still gets P9 and 2 points. And so it's exactly the same. And so actually, I think you'll find still a genius. Still a genius. Your laughing is misplaced because I still got P9 and 2 points. Hell yeah. Still counts, baby. Still counts, baby. Still P9. Yes, boys. What that means is Teo Porcher moves even further ahead of George Russell in the driver's standing. He is closing on our nemesis, Daniel Ricciardo. Hamilton does gain a little bit compared to Sonoda, but only 2 points, which means he's still behind. Still washed, Hamilton. And we gain once more on Mercedes in the constructors. We now have a 17-point lead. I don't think Mercedes can recover from this, particularly as Mr. versus Garage keeps getting faster. We keep finishing exactly the same place, but we do keep getting faster. Hell yeah. Also, we had one of the fastest pit stops of the season, which we'll have to see. We're still 9th in that championship, but just shut up. It's all good. What? What? He didn't DNF. But he didn't DNF. But he didn't DNF. Is this all messed up? Because this says X, but then we get the money. He didn't DNF. What? I think, guys, this game might be a little bit broken. Shabby has become a member. I think it's just come up as a duplicate. Hell yeah. Yeah, but that's the thing. But I didn't get one of the sponsor target monies. It only gave me 200 grand. Minus 63 mil, that's not good. Post-race data. Post-race data. Actual finish DNF. Yeah, but we got the... I don't care about that. Why does Ollie Bama keep winning these races? Fully rigged. Fully rigged. Check the FIA report. How the hell do I do that? As you said, this game might be a little broken. I saw that in my game, Yuki was driving a car that didn't have back wheels. Yes. Some small issues. Guys complaining about getting only 200 grand. Well, I mean, if I'm forecast minus 63 million, we're going to need to scrimp and save wherever we can. Hell yeah. You had to pay Teo's bonus that got taken out. But I should have got the money, or whatever. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But this projection says I have plus 108 million, so that's nice. Oh, to the cost cap. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't understand, guys. I don't know. Are you going to watch the Milwaukee Mile later? I actually might. That is not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. It's 3:22 a.m. where you are, eager for some Synodiums. You may have to wait till the next stream. You may have to wait till the next stream. Maybe you need more sponsors. It could be a good idea. It could be a good idea, but I don't know how to sign more. I don't think, as far as I can tell, you can sign more sponsors mid-season, can you? I would love to. Oh, what is that telling me? God knows. I don't know. I don't know. Mr. V, where did the channel name come from? Well, My name is Mr. V, and this is my garage because we talk about cars and stuff, so it seemed very fitting. Kind of the original plan for the channel is going to be more like actually doing stuff in cars and like working on my own cars. It evolved much more into a green screen Formula 1 channel, but you know, it's still about cars, so still counts. My name's Mr. V, that's a much longer story, which I'll do in like a, you know, like a milestone Q&A or some point. Anyone who came from my original channel would know that story, but I'm assuming most of you are not from the original channel, new subscribers nowadays. I'll explain it in like a, you know, a milestone video at some point, I'm sure, but that's a story for another time. Ask Lameep if they want to pay the drivers. Don't forget to change the livery back. I won't. Well, so I think we're going to call that there. Next stream I'm planning for Monday, which will talk after the Italian Grand Prix and after the podcast goes out once again for the second ever episode. I'm going to get working on the next video. Probably going to be filming it Monday morning. Should hopefully be out end of next week because I'm away for another week. Mr. V, I'll say holiday. We're going to my girlfriend's parents' house. It's her birthday, so we're taking a week off. It will be nice. It will be nice. Mr. V should buy an MX-5. Well, I have an MR2, which is very similar. Don't have space for another one. So I think I'll stick with one 90s JDM car. It's cause it isn't a V, it's Roman numeral 5 because he's secretly 5 squirrels piloting a skin suit. And with that, guys, I need to go and bury some nuts. Careful with that sentence. In the ground. Can't remember what. What website we're on. Does your first name start with V? No. And neither does my surname. It's a mystery. I have been thinking about legally changing my surname to something that starts with V, though, to make it accurate. I might do that. That'll be fun. Anyway, which MR2 gen? Second generation, 1990, SW20. It's a Japanese market one imported to the UK in the late 90s. 2-litre turbo, absolute beast, currently broken, does not drive, doesn't have an MOT, not road legal, hell yeah. When there's more cash, I will start a series of doing that car up, but I have no cash currently. Obviously, thank you guys for all the support on these, it does go a long way. Sadly, Mr. V has to pay rent, so most of that money all goes towards that. My real name is Lawrence Stroll Jr. Hell yeah, guys. I'm going to end that there. Next stream on Monday evening UK time. Catch it if you can. It's going to be, I suppose, the Hungarian Grand Prix. On paper, not a good track for us. But the ones that are good for us on paper, we normally do quite bad. So actually, could be amazing. Could be a Synodium. Who knows? I'll have to tune in on Monday to find out. Thank you to everyone who's joined the Green Screen Enthusiasts. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's been real, guys. Join the Discord if you like such things. You know, subscribe to all the stuff. Subscribe to the podcast. You can find links on the channel on all your favorite podcast listening platforms. Next episode will be out on Monday, talking about Monza. Talking about all the stuff that's been happening in the news so far. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Anyway, I'm going to head off. It's been great, guys. Catch you around. Catch you around. It's been fun.